Hello to all my friends and listeners. I hope that you enjoyed the festival of Diwali, the firecrackers. Yes, the pollution also comes as a byproduct. But there's so much more to that. The lights, the good clothes, and the sweets and the food. Food is the hallmark of each Indian festival. So many varieties we cook at our homes and when we go to meet our friends and relatives. I was visiting one of my friends when I saw a boy. He was eating food in a hurry. He was gulping everything. And her mother was constantly reminding him and asking him to chew the food. But he was in a hurry to go out and play with his friends and bust firecrackers and whatnot. But he was being reminded that please chew the food properly. So we are always reminded to chew our food properly so that it is digested by the stomach easily. Undigested food causes bloating and it slows the entire digestion process. If we try to swallow some big pieces also, then we either gag or we cough, and sometimes we really feel the pressure as the food goes down. Food finds it very difficult to reach the stomach because the pieces are big, and when it goes down the pipe we feel that yes, it is blocking. So that is why sometimes we have water which helps the fast passage of the food inside the stomach. But we need to chew the food along with saliva, and this saliva secretes the juices which mixed with food particle helps in the digestion in the stomach. Have you ever thought that chewing activates the whole body and it enables us to concentrate on the task that we are doing? So the moral of the story is that we should not eat in a hurry and we should not push the food with water. Smaller the particles, better the digestions. You must be wondering, was this the topic of my podcast? Is that it? No. You must have seen few animals like cows, squirrels, monkeys, etc. They eat food and store it in a pouch which is attached to their mouth or next to the mouth. And then after some time or at leisure, they recall that food from the pouch, which is now called as cud, and these animals actually chew it. They chew this cud so that it goes inside the stomach and the digestion system is able to take that food. Now let us take the same example of chewing in a corporate scenario. There are so many times when we are doing our projects, when we are doing our tasks, we don't chew them. By chewing them, I mean that we do not break them up into smaller pieces. When we are able to break them up into smaller pieces, we are able to monitor the progress, we make sure that they are complete, and in the end the project is successful. If we try to hasten it by adding water or by trying to take shortcuts in projects, then obviously it ends into a disaster. Chewing in a corporate context is then strategizing, planning, breaking the project and task into various segments. Also, the saliva represents the creative juices or the out of box thinking which we apply to various tasks. And these creative juices that we apply help us to complete these tasks in time. I will give one more context to this chewing. When we are giving a speech or when we are preparing for a speech, the writing that we do must be chewed. Each and every word that we write, we must make sure that it is adding value to this entire speech, or it adds some weight to the concept that we are trying to communicate to the audience. You can think of audience as a stomach. If the undigested food or the big particles go to stomach, it is not able to digest. Similarly, your audience is like your stomach. If you throw them big concepts, if you don't understand their understanding level, and if you just throw them jargons, they will not be able to understand what you are trying to tell them. So you must chew your speech so much so that when it goes to the audience, it becomes very easy for them to assimilate it. So next time when you chew your food, think not only of the food, think of your stomach, think of the audience, think of your team members on whom you are giving the task. They are able to complete it only when the food given to them is in particle. When the food given is in the form that they can digest. Thank you.